Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here, and welcome to the weekend wrap up. If you're new here, my name's Leslie and I'm so glad you're here. On Sundays, our weekend video is just little tidbits throughout the weekend. It just goes from one clip to the other. It may not make any sense how it flows, but I'm just giving you some tidbits of our weekend, and then we end with couch time where my husband gives a recap of his sermon. So stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't hit subscribe, I would love for you to do so.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Hey everyone, we are going to head up here to, it's a building my dad had. He actually kept hogs in it for a while. So that's one reason I want to go up here. I want to go up here and look to see if I can do a little stuff to it and put a fence out around it and have a hog. Because y'all know I want to raise our own pork meat, but got to have a place to keep them. So, but also I'm coming up here to look for tomato stakes. Because my tomatoes need staking bad. They've really done so good. The garden's doing great. Even though it's been super cold, it's doing really good. So, if I sound like I'm out of breath, I'm not. I'm just going uphill, which makes me breathe a little bit heavy while walking. I gotta watch for snakes up here. Okay, let's see what we can find. This building hasn't been used in forever. My daddy kept, this was our granary, so we kept grain in there. Beside it was a little portion that we kept chickens in when my daddy was alive. Then over here he kept hogs, and they could go out in the pasture behind this. Let me show you. Yeah, it looks like this building's about to fall down. I need to see if I think we can salvage it. But I'm just up here looking to see if I have anything that I can stake tomatoes with. And I see nothing yet. This is kind of the catch-all area up here. And I'm watching for snakes really well. Okay guys, I see some wooden stakes. I don't see any like T-post stakes, but I do see some wooden ones. I don't think that's near enough though. And I found another pile out here. This area has been pretty much neglected since we moved home. We did tear down the chicken part of the granary. So I decided to spare you guys the heavy breathing of me walking back and forth on the way back down here. But we've kind of neglected that area up there. It's been just a place where we could store things that we needed to get put away, but not really taking care of it. So it doesn't look like I can keep a hog in there unless I can brace that one side that's leaning. It looked pretty good, except one side was leaning a little bit, and we might could brace it. I need to get Bryant to look at it and see what he thinks. Like I said, we don't go up there much, so anyway, but I did find tomato stakes. I would prefer T-post, but we can do tomato stakes. You guys, I know I asked all of you to beg Bryant to buy me cattle panels. So let me give you the update there. He was not opposed to it. And he said, I'll do whatever you want to do. But have you thought about this? And then he gave me this scenario. And I hadn't thought about it. He was so precise in his measuring from one plant to the other. And the reason he was so precise is he wanted to be able to get his tiller in between to weed. And if we put cattle panels up, he could only go up and down the rows. He couldn't go in between the plants. So I had not thought of that. And so that means cattle panels will probably not be beneficial. If I was disciplined enough to spend hours and hours and hours and hours at a time weeding, then okay, yeah, maybe it would work. But our lives are just way too busy for that. So cattle panels are out. But at least I know he was willing to do whatever I wanted. So thank you guys for sticking up for me. And but yeah, he's the brains of this operation. He really is. I just had not thought that through. So okay, I'm gonna go in and get to cleaning and get to working, because in the next few days the garden's gonna require my attention a little bit more than it does right now. The weather has been cool, so the growth has been stunted some, and it's turning warm today, or right now it's warm, and next week is warm. We only have like one cool day, and that's Saturday, and it's supposed to rain, and the rest of the week is going to be warm. So I think we are now in the warmth of spring, and I'm super excited about it. But that means the garden is going to grow now. Yay! Hey everybody, we're at our favorite restaurant on a Thursday night, not a Friday night, but we're here, and we're here with our Levi. He lost his crayon. We got to find a crayon. But Levi, can you tell him you love being with Papa and Bubbles?
I love being Papa and Bubbles.
Okay everybody, look what's happening today. Daniel's putting my tomato steaks up for me. I'll come back around hopefully today and tie them up for their first tie. And so it begins, y'all. Hay season. I think he was just itching to mow some today, so he's out here mowing this field. We'll watch him come around when he comes from the other direction. Okay everybody, today is Saturday and we are going to our church's youth camp.
It's our denomination.
Our denomination, not our church's, right. It's our denomination's youth camp. And it is their fun day where people can just come and see the camp, and there's games and all kinds of stuff. So that's what we're here for. And we got Caroline and Jamie and the boys behind us in their car. And so we're taking them to see the camp. The boys are going to have a ball.
And it just so happens the camp is in our town. It's about 20 minutes away from our home, but it's in Asheboro.
It's where I spoke a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
So, all right.
There's the welcoming committee.
There's the welcoming committee. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, we back. You got here? Where's Jitterbug?
It just said, what's that, a track?
Do you have, he's all over his shirt too.
I don't know what it is.
I got wipes in the car.
He ain't gonna get it off.
He's gonna get dirty anyways.
Well, let's. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm soaking.
Okay everybody, we're here at Best Buy looking for me a new laptop so I can finish up on my cookbook. Mine is biting the dust, and Will here is helping us look for a new laptop, and I'm really liking this one. Like, look at the colors.
I don't know if I can see it. Describe it to them.
They light up and they're in all different colors. Yeah, they can see that. That makes me happy. See, I would use it. I would sit and work.
Tell them why I'm not happy.
He's not happy because of that.
Show them the one I'm happy with.
He's happy with this one, which I'm okay, but that's what he likes about this one. Okay guys, we found one we wanted. It is actually a refurbished one.
The open box.
Open box, not refurbished, open box. That somebody bought it and then decided they didn't want it. It has the backlit keys, but not the multicolored. That's the only thing I'm sacrificing, but the price is right for Bryant. So we're tickled pink, and I can't wait to get it home and get to work.
The price is right for both of us.
Oh yeah, the price is right for both of us. I'm a happy girl. I can't wait to get home and play. And And we are now on our way to our niece's graduation party get together. She is graduating with her associate's degree, or is it bachelor's? Bachelor's degree in nursing. And so we are headed to her party at her house. We're going to be late, but that's okay. It's a casual thing, so we are headed there to see her, and we're bringing you with us.
The house next to us, which was Louise Gilmore's.
Well, everybody, we come to a family event, and I find a subscriber.
Can you believe
And we're
that?
family, connected by marriage, you know, distantly, but
That's a good thing.
yeah. So anyway, surprises never end. Talking.
What am I doing?
This is our niece, the one that just graduated. This is Michaela. She is the same age as Isaac.
Yeah.
Her and Isaac are buddies, and
Super tight.
And she-
RN here. She's a rich nurse.
Tell him to-
She's gonna be a rich
Hey,
nurse.
tell him the difference between an RN and an LPN.
Rich nurse, low paid nurse.
There you go.
Hey everyone, welcome to Couch Time.
Welcome to the weekend wrap up.
We've had a busy, fun week.
It has been a barn burner.
Made chicken Alfredo this week.
And she made the cozy coffee bread pudding.
Nope, they haven't seen that yet.
I let the cat out of the bag.
That's okay.
It's
That's
coming
up
next
Monday.
week. Coming up next week. What else you make?
Oh goodness, I got homemade noodles.
Oh, chicken Alfredo. Right?
Mm-hmm.
With sun-dried tomatoes.
It was so good.
Restaurant, fabulous good.
So good. And then we did the 3 dinners where we made some meals and we cooked for the church.
Yep.
And then we went to that breakfast.
35 pounds of stew beef.
Yep.
80 servings of rice.
Probably, yeah.
That was, what else we do? 100, I think it was 108, 10 servings of green beans and pintos.
Yep.
It was a great meal. So
we took you through a few meals with us.
Yep. And then you got to meet, I think it's on here, one of your viewers that was at Michaela's graduation.
And I said we were family and that it was through marriage. But let me tell you, there's several marriages involved. It's Bryant's sister is married to a man, and his mama, this was his sister.
It's his aunt.
It's his, Bryant's brother-in-law's aunt. And so
Sometimes they got to help
I'm
her out.
family through my marriage to him, and he's family through his sister's marriage to her husband. So it was neat.
Hey, we all go back to Adam and Eve somewhere.
That's right. We're all family, especially if we're Christians. We're all family.
Sing it. You ready? We are family. Talk about my sister and me. Whoa. Oh, here we
I'm
go.
not sure you got the words right, but there you go.
Close. Hey, the sermon today was on point.
It was really good.
We talked about Luke chapter 8, talking about the soul, the condition of the soul. The title of the message was Beware the Kudzu. The word there, in the third illustration of the soul, the Bible says that the seed fell among the thorns, it took root, it began to grow, and the thorns choked the life of it. And the thorns represent the cares, the riches, and the pleasures of life. So I didn't spend a lot of time on the cares, riches, and pleasures. What I spent a lot of time on today was talking about how it suffocates. Those things can slowly suffocate the life out of believers if we allow them to grow simultaneously and they begin to be intertwined in our life. I gave 3 indicators of how to tell if the kudzu, that's kind of the example I used, the kudzu is choking the life out of you spiritually. And it is 1, if you don't feel the conviction of the Lord anymore, you got a problem. If you can sin and you don't have conviction, you got a problem. Secondly was about honoring God. When you want to honor God instead of pleasing yourself always. And then I talked about lastly about still hearing his still small voice. And so that was kind of how today's message went. It was really good. I tied it in with Revelation chapter 3, the church at Laodicea, how God doesn't want us to be lukewarm. And so if you didn't catch the message, go get it on the rebound. Browers Wesleyan Church on Facebook, and it's an encouraging message.
I really liked how you brought out that pleasure, having fun, having some wealth. Those aren't necessarily the bad part. Those things are okay. It's when you allow them to take over and to control you and become in front of God, that's when it becomes an issue. So
the tragedy was not having those things in your life, because Abraham had wealth, King David had wealth,
and people have fun.
People have fun. Those things aren't the tragedy. The tragedy is when they become a priority. They become your God, and they choke the life out of you.
Yeah.
And so that's the tragedy. So, hey, that's kind of a sermon recap there. Hope that spoke to you all today, if you were able to watch it. So,
yeah.
This week, it's hay time.
Hay season has begun, and y'all know how much I love hay season.
She don't like it. Guess who's going to be on the tractor raking and tending?
Daniel.
Let's.
Daniel, guess what I'm doing? Y'all saw me get a laptop last night. I am working on the laptop, and I think it's safe to say I'm over a third of the way there.
Yeah. How many recipes you got done?
I don't know.
How do you know you're a third of the way?
Well, it depends on how many I end up with. so
all right.
But yeah, it's going good, and he's going to set up my laptop later today.
Get her going.
And I joked yesterday at the store about the keyboard that I wanted that was all lit up. And you know what? Doubling the price is not worth colored lights. So I am tickled pink with my laptop, and I'm super excited to get it going and to start typing the rest of the recipes up.
Yep. So it's going to be good. So, all right, that's it for the weekend wrap up.
Yep.
Tonight's Burgers with the Family at 6 o'clock. You guys won't get to see that. We probably won't record that, but we're going to grill out some burgers, and Caroline, Jamie, the boys, and Isaac are coming over for supper.
Yep.
So,
all right.
hey, hope you guys have a great week. Listen, next week, next Sunday, Mother's Day. Young men, don't forget it. Husbands, don't forget it. Mother's Day next week.
Yep. Yep. We probably will have a Canon video next week too, so I'm excited to get at least one Canon video, because I'm just like itching to start Canon. So, all right, we will see you guys next week right here on the Farm and Pastor's
Hey,
Wife.
very quickly, do you know what season is the
yeah.
best? Do you know what season is the best season to go skydiving?
What's the best season?
Fall.
Fall.
Fall. So hey,
Got it.
you guys get ready for spring and don't fall for it.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time right here on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.